Hi, happy Midsummer's Eve. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, and yeah, so yeah. Last night I looked at my astrological chart after I think about 2 weeks of me literally having like a identity crisis, and I was like, this is so weird. Like, why is this happening? Why am I so obsessed with figuring out who I am and making myself like brandable? Which is funny because like I'm totally against that. So why am I like in my brain aligning myself with these things that I'm against? Like what is going on with me? And it caused me to have like a little bit of an identity crisis, and I became like it was like a fucking bloodhound with a scent. I kept trying to figure out like who am I? What am I? Who am I? What am I? Like I dyed my hair a lot. I dyed my hair a lot. And that's usually a trigger for me to understand like there's something going on internally I need to look at, because I keep fluctuating my identity and what I look like and all these things, and it was driving me insane. My routines were so systematic, like just so like grotesquely normal, and it was just driving me absolutely bonkers. Like I was just losing my shit. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm seeing the same people. I'm doing the same things, seeing the same people. But who am I? Like who am I other than a caretaker and a servant to like this family or this area? Like what am I? Who am I? And who am I to my friends, and what is the relation to that? And within my own personal birth chart right now, I have Neptune opposing my sun sign, and that does cause a bunch of dissolving of the ego and the identity, and it creates such a powerful concoction of mind fuck that you cannot, for like if somebody held a gun to your head, you couldn't identify yourself truly or make yourself brandable or make yourself digestible for people behind brands, corporation, like entities to identify. You become like unknowable for a moment's time, yes, and it is extraordinarily aggravating. Now, number one, I think it was stupid that I was even trying to identify myself, and place myself into the confines of labels. Um, I feel like this whole generation, we're very, very wrapped up in identity. We're like, it's to the point where we are just so obsessed with inflated egos that we have to, like a child, be like, actually, no, purple's my favorite color. And because it's my favorite color, you can't like it because I identify with purple and purple's my whole personality. And in one hand, that's super admirable and beautiful that somebody can identify so much with a color, this, that, or the other. Just color as like the base metaphor for like this whole thing. It's too much. It's very kindergarten, and it's very it's annoying, it's obnoxious, and I try to like dumb myself down and play games, because I try to dumb myself down and play games. My cuckoo clock's going off, and it's making me stupid. It's making me dumb. I'm dumbing myself down, and I'm looking at myself like I'm fucking stupid, because I am, for doing these things. So it's a So what do? I lose my shit for about 2 weeks. Like I absolutely lose my shit. I feel like I'm stumbling in the darkness, like over my own feet, over bones, over some kind of like weird, insidious fractal of a essence of something, and I don't understand what it is, and I can't comprehend what I'm saying and what I'm thinking. And my routines become like this bizarre mix of like need to escape and need to get out and run, and then also need to run from a routine. And like I became so fucking fixated on knowing who I was and what I was and what I am, that I played myself for a fool. I fucking played myself like a fiddle. And then I started dissecting friendships that I've had, and who I was to them, and what I was to them. What was I in this relationship? What was I in that relationship? Like, who am I? What am I? Kind of thing. And at the end of it, I had this Mod Podge mosaic of a fucking idiot. And that is who I was at that moment. So, what do? I look around me, I look above me, I look below me. I looked at astrological placements and alignments that were happening within myself and externally, according to the Western mindset, because that's where I'm at. So, through the kind of like theory of relation, because I'm in the West and because it's the overarching accepted way of thinking, that these are the things that apply to me the most at this time. So, unfortunately, I do have some pretty big transits happening to my ego and to my sense of stability, security, and just who I am. Because the truth be told, I'm so much more than just some dumbass YouTuber or a mother or a wife or anything, you know? I'm so much more and I'm so much less. And it's complicated and it's not. And that's it. And if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, that's fine too, because it's not for you to get. And everything that is for you will find you. Everything is for you will find you. And so I don't know, it's just been extremely annoying. I annoyed the fuck out of myself. To the point where I wanted to like if I could take myself and beat this shit out of myself, I would have like physically fought myself. That's how it felt. It felt like I needed to split myself into two and like beat the shit out of myself for some kind of sense of relief, just to be like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like so much. Now, if you're new to my channel, hi, fuck off. No, I'm kidding. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. And if you've been with my channel for a while, hey guys, what's up? There's like some like random guys from like the middle of like nowhere near Russia that are just like watching my channel that are just kind of like, yes, I agree with you. Weird girl. Okay, I've liked 2 of your videos. Now it's time for you to meet my bride. And I'm like, whoa, hey, first of all, I'm married. Second of all, you're freaking me the fuck out. Okay. That's not gonna happen, kiddo. Yeah, to break your heart, but that's not gonna happen. That being said, hey guys. Hi everybody else. What's up? I've been so fucking pissed off at myself. And it's because I got lost in the sauce. I put other people's opinions on a pedestal. I don't know, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, a human. And I do these human things and they're stupid. People are dumb fuckers. I'm stupid. I too am a dumb fucker. Yes, if we could just get it higher, like out of the shot, that'd be great. Like if we could just get it a little bit higher than this, like the bigger the hair, the closer you are to God or something, like if we could just get like the Dracula 92, 93, you know what I mean? Like if we could just get like, okay. If we could just get, God, what's this? Never. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? Because here I am, happy, crappy, and flappy. Okay, so has my ego been taking a bunch of hits? Yes. Is that what's supposed to be happening right now? Yeah. Does it make me feel uncomfortable? I thank you for asking. I'm very fucking uncomfortable. I feel like a worm after the rain on a hot Texas sidewalk, screaming for my fucking life. I feel like super uncomfortable. And then some little fat white kid with freckles and like curly blonde hair and a shirt that doesn't fucking fit comes up and like puts a magnifying glass on me. That's how I feel right now. I just don't feel good. I just don't feel good. It got to the point where I was like, man, maybe I should call my therapist. And I was like, well, what am I going to talk to her about? Oh, I don't feel right. Okay, thanks for the money, you dumb whore. Like, they call my therapist. I've just been like feeling really weird lately. Wow, that sucks. Well, thanks for the $50 for 30 minutes. Like, sorry, babe. Calls my psychiatrist. I felt weird. Oh, here's some pills that are going to make you not want to do it. Call me in like 3 months, bitch. Bye, I love you. No, I'm kidding. My 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 psychiatrist is funny. But yeah, no. So I was just kind of like, well, where am I at right now? And then when I turned to astrology and I turned to metaphysics and I did the whole like as above, so below thing, I was like, I live in hell. I live in hell. I live in a place that's hellish. The environment's hell. Constantly in fight or flight survival mode because I was young where I lived. I'm always looking for the shadows of my former self around every corner. I'm constantly triggered when I go on a drive. I see a place where I used to play when I was a kid, and I see like an apparition of a tiny child there that's no longer there because she's here and she's like in me, and I've died and I've come back and all these things, and it's like who is what and what is who, and like is it a reset button that happens when you die and you come back, and what does that mean? Like all these questions that were just burning in me, and it's like it's burning in me because I need to go inside of myself. I need to go inside myself and not really figure out who I am to become like brandable or marketable or the digestible, combustible. I was about to say combustible. What the fuck? That shut up. No, but yeah. So then I found myself seesawing, teeter tottering on a very big fucking unstable rock, and I was like, when is this? Um, what is it? Like, what is that? What is it? Blah, 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 you know? And there's like all of this shit because like the world we know and the world we were presented and adapted to and found pleasure in as a kid is a world filled with deceit and lies. It's hell. And it got to the point where I was just like, this is not it. This is not. So, all of these things were causing me to kind of get to the point where I'm looking inside of myself, and I lost my train of thought, and that doesn't matter. But I was like, okay, well, I struggle with mental health issues. I have like severe anxiety, depression, PTSD, I'm traumatized. I have hardcore OCD, right? And dealing with these and ADHD, like it's so much fun. Like dealing with all of these things every day. Um, it's mental Olympics, like every day of my fucking life. It is some new, fresh, like hot, fresh horror. And it's very, delectable, delicious. It's like all of the pleasures of planet Earth in one brain. Just kidding. It's literally like the opposite of that, right? So I am constantly like lost, and my compass is spinning round and round and round and round, and I don't know where my mark is. So I can't pull the bow and the arrow back. Like I can't pull the string on the bow back and like hit my mark because I don't know where it's at. Um, and all I could think is I want to get away from here. I hate living here. I've said that for many, many years, and that's a reality. That's a part of who I am. I hate where I live. I fucking hate living here. But it's not just that I hate living here. It's the weather. It's the people. It's like quite literally everything is so problematic and lame. And God, it's just horrible. And it's like I'm doing time. That's what it feels like. It feels like I went to jail. It feels like I'm doing time. And maybe I am. Who knows? Um, but that being said, it just sucks. It totally sucks. So, so it feels like I'm doing time. Now, while doing time, I could do a couple things. I could work out. I can get really white. Okay. But here's what I'm doing instead of like working out and getting super like working on my whiteness. I am constantly dyeing my hair and getting into fights with government officials on Facebook. And that's so lame. Like that's not who I am, but that's definitely like I definitely enjoy talking shit to the local government here because you guys are fucking idiots. Like, he's not hard. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I went to college, girl. You could take that career, that college degree, and shove it up your ass. Like right now, you could shove it up your ass, baby girl. Like it's crazy. Some of the bitches that like went to the college here and shit like that. You did? I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell because you. Girl, shut the fuck up. Because my hair's all funny. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell you go to college because, like, literally. I hope this does not look that bad. Okay, it's fine. Okay, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. I love talking shit to the local government here because it's like real bad, and they're like they take a bunch of money from like a certain place, and they keep everything hush hush, and it's like so cunty in like the worst way possible. Like it's so shitty, right? And it's all very like hellish hellion devils. Like everybody's doing nasty, bad, no stuff, and they're all like fucking each other, and then they're all like blah blah blah, and it's just like really gross, right? It's like definitely like a cult. Like all the people in the government down here, like the cities, the micro cities and the towns and whatnot, they have some skeletons in the closet, and I don't need a crystal ball to see that. I don't. I know. So, but it's none of my business. But anytime I like pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Like whenever you pay attention to somebody and you could just read them, like you can give them a god awful read. Anytime I interact with somebody from down here, don't touch me. Do not touch me. Do not fucking touch me. We are not going to be friends. I do not like you. I'll see you down at the church on Sunday. You will not. You will not. You will absolutely fucking not. Are you kidding me? You psycho bitch. Fucking psycho fucking bitch. No, it's weird because like people with this like the people who work for the like cities and towns here, they're like this like strange breed of like they peaked in high school. They are boss lady girls, right? And they're just like psychotic, need to be right, psychotic, need to be the best, like overachieving, like okay, and that's cool. They could have that. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. And through looking at the reflection of this is who they are, that is not who I am. And that's not somebody I aspire to be like at all. And so there's like some kind of real beauty in looking at other aspects of femininity and being like, ah, but not me. Not, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Are you fucking kidding me? No, thank you. I'm good. Caca nasty. Mm-mm. Like I don't want that. Not at all. No, thank you. Like you could have it. You could have it all. You could have it all, bitch. You could have it. That's yours. Ain't nobody coming for that. You can have it. Like whenever like a really ugly girl and her really ugly boyfriend, like he says hi to you or something, and then she's like, "Stay away from my man," and it's like, "Girl, you could have him." First of all, I would never, but you would, and that's okay. And I support you. Women supporting women. You know what I mean? Okay, okay, that's great. Okay, that's great. But personally, like, okay, stop. So I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. But then I don't know, like, so I've been like comparing myself. Don't talk to me. I've been comparing myself to other people, and it makes me sick and disgusted with myself. Like I've been literally cringing myself out and becoming so upset with myself for how dare you do that? What are you doing? Why are you making it harder for you? Like up here. Like why are you making things harder for yourself up here? You don't usually do this shit. Why are you doing this now? Like in what fucking way, shape, or form have you ever been the bitch to compare yourself to anybody else? Wait, fucking crazy? Like, there's a skit in Lemmy where he's like running with the joggers, and then he notices other joggers running, and then he starts running from them, and he starts running with them, and then there's like somebody chasing them, and he attacks them, and it's like that's how I feel. I feel like there's so many races happening all at once, right? So many groups of people jogging together, and I'm like running next to them, and I'm like, what y'all doing? And it's like, girl, in what world have you ever been that bitch? Stop. You're literally the bitch that picks up acorns and makes necklaces out of them. In what world are you ever fucking running with a group of people? That's weird. That's weird. That's bizarre. That's some freakazoid shit. Stop. Get help. And so that's where I'm at right now. I'm at the like get help part where I'm just like, okay, moving forward, after looking at my astrological placements, I am not going to be able to find myself. In fact, everything that I knew about myself is going to crumble and be destroyed. Kind of like that like extreme house homemaker edition, the house edition or whatever, where the guy like blows up somebody's house with like 100 sticks of dynamite. That's kind of like what's going to happen internally. And it's already been happening. And so whenever I just find something externally from above telling me exactly how I feel internally, it validates a deep, sorrow filled, pathetic part of myself that needs validation from the stars, not from humans. Because every time a human gives me validation, it makes me want to like jump off a bridge. When they're like, I'm just like, stop, don't fucking talk to me. Like, please stop talking to me, please stop. But then, like, whenever I get it from like just reading information about lore or the stars or some other place that's not completely connected to human experience, I feel a little bit better about accepting validation from something that's just not human. And so, anyways, that being said, I'm not going to be able to identify myself coming up. What the fuck is up with this hair? Jesus Christ, this is the craziest shit. Stop it. Stop it right now. Okay, listen, I'm not going to be able to identify myself in a comprehensible way where it's like, you are A, B, C, D, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, la, 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 la. Like, I'm not going to be able to do that. That's not a reality that's going to be descending into my fucking field of view anytime soon. I'm going to be more fluid, more lost at sea, more chaotic neutral, and that's okay. More undefinable, androgynous, weird clusterfuck. What is that? That's who I'm going to be. Mr. Krabs without a shell. Okay? Like, and that's okay. That's just what's gonna happen. And I can either accept it and as like a reality because I feel it internally. It's signaling, it's happening. I'm being validated by this experience externally based upon the information. It's okay to let go. But it's hard. It's hard because I'm like a junkyard dog with a scrap of meat. I like holding on. I like holding on for the ride. I like locking my jaw onto something and ripping it off. And that's just who I am. But maybe it's not anymore. Maybe it's not anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm me trying to validate myself. Girl, you got this, and that's okay. So, anyways, I've been going through my closet and clearing out a lot of stuff that no longer truly resonates with me. Things that I held on to because I had like a scrap of memory. Like this one girl I used to work with who we were friends, she gave me a jacket and the jacket used to fit me and it used to look really nice and blah blah blah. Now it has holes in it, it's old, we're no longer friends, it's been 7 years. Why is it in my fucking closet? Get it the fuck out of here. So I did. And so I did. And so anything like that, anything like I am a notorious hoarder of things. And that comes from trauma, a lot of death, a lot of trauma. And then you get this hoarding tendencies because you never know. You just never know. And that's unfortunate and triggering and something I have to deal with. You know what I mean? So I'm going through and like combating that by destroying things, by getting rid of things, by donating things, by just sending it back out into the fucking ether. Like, just take your shit and get the fuck out of my face. Like, and that's just how I feel. And that's just how I feel. Get your fucking shit out of my fucking house. And then I feel like so much better and I feel so cleansed and it allows something new to bloom in its place. And the things that are blooming, I enjoy, but I'm trying not to identify with so much because I know that there's a tendency for that to go overboard, especially like everybody's just so like We're so obsessed with not even having a true core, a true inner human, a true soul. We have these like, oh, I have an aesthetic. These bitches out here be aesthetic hopping like motherfuckers used to homie hop. Like this shit is crazy, and that's okay because I get it, bitch. I get it. I get it. Sometimes I just love putting on my white face paint and I look like a clown, and I put my jester collar on and I feel so alive and I feel great. And sometimes I like looking like a fucking flower. Like I totally understand it. Look, all I'm saying is that lately I just haven't felt like myself. I have been dyeing my hair so many different colors and just trying on new things and trying new things out. And, my husband says, well, that's how you develop a sense of self and a sense of personal understanding is you try something out and then you go, I like this or I don't like that. And anybody with like the amount of mental health issues like I have, with the laundry list of like mental health issues, you're going to go, now trying new things is super duper spooky dooky, right? Super duper spooky dooky. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very scary. And that's where you just have to put on your big girl panties and fucking get in the car and figure it the fuck out because you have to keep growing. You can't stay stagnant. Stagnation is disgusting to me. And I live in a stagnant area, a very purposefully preserved stagnant area. And it's driving me up a wall. And so I have to like stop seeking external pleasures and just kind of go into myself and be like, what is and what isn't? You know what I mean? Like, what is this? And who am I? And there's like these ever unfolding things inside of you. There's like things inside of you that are just always presenting themselves and blooming whenever you water them. And they are really cool. It's super awesome. And anyways, I'm just finding out new things about myself, trying to figure out who I am, what I am, and how all of these things make me more or less a person. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of hair on top of my head that's pissing me off. There's a lot of trial and error, and having the mental stamina to go through the trial and the trial and error, the trial and error era. It's a lot. It's a lot to be like, okay, what do I like? What don't I like? Do I still like the things I used to? Let me order what I usually order. And then whenever that loses its sensation, you're like, oh God, what the fuck is this shit? I feel like all of the things I used to love have become gray. They've become like these strange, gray, lifeless, nothing, piles of ash and soot. All the things I used to really identify with are no longer inside of me. And I'm holding on to things that I no longer identify with and I don't care about anymore. And that's just it. I don't give a fuck about a lot of these things that I used to. And yeah, it's really difficult. So then I try to find like external stimuli. Like I try to get into like arguments with the mayor and like stuff like that, like help with social change. And some of that is fulfilling to serve the community as an adversary. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this community. Not like trying to be mean. Like I do care about like my friends and stuff, but the like as a whole, this community is dog shit, bro. Like the people who live here are just rats ass dog shit, like brother sister fuckers. And that's fine for them. That's them. But in identifying who I'm up against, I don't truly wish to be a part of the community. So thank you, but no thank you. And there's like a lot of people out here that are trying to like change and uplift the community and everything, but this place is so toxic and it's so stagnant. It would take hurricane force winds to change anything. And that's fine. And that's fine. Um, yeah, so it's just really weird. I have to drive 2 hours, like an hour there and an hour back, to find any kind of like true culture. And there is like there's hidden gems. Hey buddy. There's hidden gems, there's hidden pockets here, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth the type of intimate connection that is involved with going out and find I don't find it helpful at all to my mental health, or like to go into this community where I live and go, I'm here, because every time I'm like, oh, I'm here, I'm also like, and I don't fucking like you guys. I'm here and I really fucking hate y'all, and y'all just keep doing shit that pisses me off. Like, genuinely fucking pisses me off to the point where I'm like, you know, it's crazy. It's just, it's wrong place, wrong time type of deal. Like, this place is not meant for me, and I'm not meant for it. I have very, very big, very, very different ideas than what is socially and morally accepted here. And now I do have a lot of friends who are on the like the forefront of like social change, and they protest and they go out and they do things, and they're calling for all kinds of reform and change, right? And I'm very proud of them because they're boots on the ground doing the work. I don't have it in my heart to do any of that here because I'm the type of person that like gets a target on my back for talking shit to the mayor on Facebook, and like that's just like I'm just like, literally, you fucking suck. You're a fucking piece of shit. And then I get blocked by the local newspaper for some reason, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. No, but like, like that's happened to a couple of my friends where like the local newspaper has blocked a couple of my friends because they were like, "Hey, you can't post dead bodies before telling the fucking families that their family members are dead. Like, you cannot do that." And the local newspaper was like, "I'm just gonna block you then." Okay, that's the kind of shit we're dealing with. We're dealing with a bunch of like, grade A citizens, a lot of, a lot of a lot of goofballs, a lot of goofballs, a lot of silly billies, a lot of real big thinkers. A lot of people with a lot of big brains. Um it's too much. It's too much. After like going to high school and like living here and being stuck here and then coming back and moving here and buying a house and doing this and that and whatever. Like, I am truly fucking stupid. anyways, all this to say, I'm having a lot of external and internal identity crisis. And I think that's about normal. And then it'll become more normal once I hit 40. Like, that's when we have the Uranus opposing Uranus thing in our 40s. And as of right now, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm going to just have to let go of myself and what I think about myself, and allow myself to do things that I just feel my way through the planet, through the world, to feel like, well, is this good? Does this feel good? Does this feel right? Does it sit well in my heart? Does it sit well in my heart? Like, does it sit well in my soul? And like the seat of my soul, in the heart of hearts of who I am I okay with this? And if not, get the fuck out of my fucking face, basically. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't find pleasure, value, community, alignment with something in my life, it's got to go. It's got to get I don't know when I'm going to die. I can't spend my life hoarding things that do not serve me or help me or put me in a mental state that is elevated enough to do mundane tasks. Like, I can't sit here and look around at shit that I fucking hate and then be like, now I'm gonna go do the laundry because I feel good about doing the laundry. No, it's like I literally hate being reminded of what a failure that friendship was, I don't have the fucking mental ability, like stamina, to go and do the laundry right now unless I'm completely rerouted in my brain and reminded of something completely different that I do like and I love, so that way I'm filled with the light of love, and then I want to go and do things and serve. You know what I mean? I want to go serve. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just like this very distinct rumbling happening within myself, and it's mirrored in the stars. And yeah, isn't that fun? Isn't that great? No, it's fine. It's just it gives me the chills. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. It gives me the goosey goose flesh whenever I go. I'm having dreams, I'm having feelings, and they're all in alignment with what the stars are saying is happening. And I have a purpose, and it's not to sit here in this community and ask local farmers at Sunday church, at Sunday school, how the cow ate the cabbage. You know what I mean? There's more to life than that. And then there's less, and there's more, and there's less, and it's folding, and it's unfolding, and it's here, there, and everywhere. You know, it's constantly doing things. So I'm going to skedaddle. Anyways, I'm doing fine. Now that that being said, I had a couple of weeks where I was like really fucked up and really aggravated, and it was like nails on a chalkboard every time I went anywhere, and my routine was pissing me off. The things in my house was pissing me off. The people around me were making me like question like what the fuck. And then I would get online, and then the literal community was pissing me off because it was like people are just so stupid sometimes. And I think perhaps I identified too much with the community, and then I had to pull back my sense of identity from that. And I had to like pull all the tendrils into myself and be like, what am I? Who am I? And I had to like cut this like these things like off of me that were also siphoning from me. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever people say, "Oh yeah, well you're this person because I've known you since middle school," you haven't known shit since middle school, girl. I don't even think you fucking graduated. What are you talking about? No, I'm kidding. Uh, but you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Oh well, I knew you as this person. I genuinely do not fucking care. But then that becomes psychically attached to you, and it becomes draining. And this whole like, you're not fulfilling my fantasy of what you're supposed to be. Things like, dude, that's not what I. That's not me at all, though. That's your coked up fantasy. Like, what do you mean? That's what I have to play these roles? You're not paying me. You're not paying me to play these roles. You didn't even give me a fucking script. I'm not gonna dance for you like a monkey. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no. Like, no. Like, no. And that's a full sentence. It really is. Okay, anyways. If you guys are out there and you're struggling, like I am, check your birth chart, talk to an astrologer who's not a fucking quack job. Talk to somebody that's not just one of those Instagram astrologers that are like, oh my god, I'm sensationalizing the stars because I took a 5-hour course from an Etsy astrologer. You know, talk to somebody, get a tarot reading from a random bitch. Talk to talk to somebody who has a good reputation, or not. I don't know. You could get a good astrological reading from some guy behind 7-Eleven. Should be like, hey, what do you think? Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Don't take yourself too seriously. Like, literally, the moment I took myself too seriously, I literally was like, I hate everything. I fucking hate everything. Like, as soon as I took myself too fucking seriously, I literally was like, I want to rip my skin off and fight myself in a cage match to the death. That's not real. It's not real. Don't take yourself too seriously. Okay. All right. Bye.